Hope we have all seen about the biggest helicopters or the biggest planes from our previous videos. But what about the world's largest military helicopters with massive transport capabilities? Here is a list of the biggest military helicopters. This list does not include the helicopters that are currently under manufacturing by the military or those that are no longer used in the military. Instead, this is a list that contains the military helicopters that are in active duty or are ready for active service. But before we jump into number 1, be sure that you have subscribed and hit the bell icon to keep yourself informed with amazing videos. With that said, let's jump into our incredible list. Number 1. MiL Mi-26. The MiL Mi-26 is the world's largest production helicopter. It is well known as the Halo in the West. Currently, this heavy lift machine is in service with nearly 20 countries, including Russia, where it is made. Its development began in the early 1970s. Designers had a goal to produce a helicopter with a load capacity twice that of any contemporary machine. It became operational in 1983. The Mi-26 has the load-carrying capability of a C-130 transport plane. Its cargo area, with the rear ramp closed, is 12 meters long and 3.2 meters wide, with a minimum ceiling height of 2.9 meters. The interior can be configured to seat 80 combat-equipped troops or 60 stretchers. However, there were cases when it flew with 150 troops. Alternatively, this cargo helicopter can carry 2 combat vehicles weighing 10,000 kilograms each. The Mi-26 can also carry various loads externally. The latest model of the Mi-26M can lift even more, with a payload capacity of 25,000 kilograms. Number 2. CH-53K King Stallion. Recently, a new CH-53K King Stallion helicopter was developed to meet requirements of the U.S. Marine Corps. It is a further development of the CH-53E Super Stallion. Since 1974, the Super Stallion was the largest and most powerful helicopter outside Russia. It is being replaced by the latest King Stallion, which is even larger and more powerful. The CH-53K has similar airframe as its predecessor, but has notably improved performance. This heavy helicopter was first publicly revealed in 2014. The King Stallion reached initial operating capability with the U.S. Marine Corps in 2018. Currently, it is the largest and heaviest helicopter used by the U.S. military. This military helicopter was designed to deliver troops, vehicles and supplies from ships to shore. The CH-53K has a payload capacity of 16,000 kilograms. It can carry around 37 troops. With centerline seats installed, the King Stallion can carry around 55 soldiers. It can transport heavy weapons and vehicles externally. It is capable of lifting LAV-25 armored vehicle or M198 155mm field howitzer with its crew and ammunition. Also, it can recover downed air vehicles up to its own size. The U.S. Navy will use a small number of these helicopters for shipboard resupply. Number 3. CH-47F Chinook. The ubiquitous CH-47 Chinook was developed to meet a U.S. Army requirement. It first flew back in 1961. This utility helicopter became operational in 1962. Since then, over 1,160 have been built, including models licensed produced in Italy and Japan. It has been exported all over the world. Upgraded Chinooks are planned to remain operational with the U.S. Army beyond 2060, or over 100 years after it first entered service. The Chinook helicopter performs various transport missions. It transports troops, war supplies and battlefield equipment. This helicopter is also deployed in medical evacuation, search and rescue, aircraft recovery, parachute drop and other operations. It accommodates up to 44 passengers. It can lift 10,300 kilograms of cargo internally and 11,300 kilograms externally. It has 2 external cargo hooks and can carry various loads, such as light vehicles or artillery pieces externally. The CH-47F is a most recent version. It can carry up to 55 passengers or up to 12,700 kilograms of cargo. Existing CH-47D helicopters can be upgraded to this standard, or these can be newly produced. By 2014, U.S. Army and National Guard obtained 300 of these helicopters. Number 4. V-22 Osprey. The V-22 Osprey is not exactly a helicopter. It is a first operational tiltrotor. The Osprey combines vertical lift capabilities of a helicopter with a flight speed of a fixed-wing turboprop aircraft. It is used by U.S. Army, Air Force, Marine Corps and Navy. Deliveries commenced in 2001. Currently, the Osprey is one of the largest VTOL aircraft. It accommodates 24 troops. This tiltrotor transport can carry 9,000 kilograms internally or 6,800 kilograms externally. The Osprey can fly at a maximum cruising speed of just over 500 kilometers per hour. It is nearly twice faster than most utility helicopters can fly. Also, this tiltrotor is capable of in-flight refueling. The Osprey can operate from large amphibious assault ships or aircraft carriers. On board, it can be compactly stored. So the Osprey tiltrotor transport has a significant advantage over helicopters, that it can fly twice faster, and another advantage over aircraft is that it lands vertically. So it can land on ships or rough terrain. Number 5. Mi-38. The Mi-38 is a transport helicopter aimed both at military and civilian customers. It is being proposed as a replacement for the aging Mi-8 and Mi-17 series helicopters. Initially, it was developed as an improved version of the Mi-8. However, it has so many differences that the Mi-38 is a totally new design rather than improved version of the Mi-8. It has new airframe, engines, rotor system and avionics. It can be seen as a new generation of the Mi-8. Development of this helicopter is now complete. Its small-scale production began in 2017. In 2018, it was announced that series production of the Mi-38 had began. First production helicopter were delivered to the Russian military in 2018. For passenger transport missions, this helicopter accommodates up to 32 troops. It can carry 5,000 kilograms of cargo internally or 7,000 kilograms externally. Various versions of the Mi-38 are planned to be produced for different missions. Equipment may be fitted for emergency landing on water. Also, it can be adopted as an ambulance. Number 6. Airbus 725. The Eurocopter, now Airbus Helicopters, EC-725 Super Cougar or Caracal is a long-range tactical transport helicopter. It evolved from the Eurocopter Puma Cougar family. It was specially developed to meet a French Air Force requirement for a specialist helicopter for combat search and rescue operations. The new helicopter made its first flight in 2000. First helicopter was delivered to the French Air Force in 2005. Later, it has been adopted by the French Army. This helicopter has been adopted by Brazil, Indonesia, Malaysia, Mexico, and some other countries ordered this helicopter. The EC-725 can carry up to 28 troops or 5,670 kilograms of payload internally. External payload is around 4,500 kilograms. The EC-725 can be used not only for combat search and rescue, but also for troop and cargo transport or casualty evacuation. This helicopter can be fitted with add-on armor plating and can operate in combat environment. Also, there is an ASW version of this helicopter. Number 7. Z-18. The Z-18 is a new Chinese military transport helicopter. It was developed by Chang Aircraft Industry Group, CAIG. It evolved from a civilian Avicopter AC-313, which in turn is based on a Z-8 naval anti-submarine warfare and utility helicopter. The Z-18 is the largest military helicopter ever developed in China. The new helicopter was first publicly exposed in 2014. It seems that the Z-18 is already in service with Chinese military. It will gradually replace older Z-8 helicopters. The Chinese Z-18 helicopter is based on the Harbin Z-8 design, but has a redesigned fuselage and more powerful engines. As a result, the new Z-18 has more internal space, can carry more payload, and has overall better performance at higher altitude and temperature. It has been reported that composites and titanium are extensively used in production of this helicopter. This helicopter accommodates about 27 passengers. It can transport 4,000 kilograms internally or 5,000 kilograms externally. During a test flight in Tibet, the Z-18 broke a record by attaining an altitude of 9,000 meters and flying above Mount Everest. It is the first time a large helicopter managed to fly that high. Number 8. AW101. The AgustaWestland AW101 was developed as a modern naval utility helicopter. Previously, this chopper was known as Eurocopter Industries EH101. It was jointly produced by Agusta of Italy and Westland Helicopters of United Kingdom. However, in 2000, Agusta and Westland Helicopters merged and formed AgustaWestland. Since 2007, this helicopter is marketed as AgustaWestland AW101. There are utility and anti-submarine warfare versions of this helicopter. The EH101 AW101 is in service with Italy and United Kingdom. It has been exported to Algeria, Canada, Denmark, Nigeria, Portugal, Saudi Arabia, and Turkmenistan. It is license-produced in Japan and United States. It is worth noting that Britain, Denmark and Portugal use the name Merlin for this helicopter. Utility version of the AW101 accommodates 26 soldiers. Payload capacity is around 4,000 to 5,000 kilograms. This amount of cargo can be carried internally or underslung. Furthermore, Royal Air Force operates a Merlin HC.Mk.3 version that accommodates a maximum of 45 troops or up to 6,000 kilograms of payload internally. Number 9. Mi-8. The Mi-8 is one of the most prolific utility helicopters ever built, with over 7,300 examples manufactured since 1961. Its export version, the Mi-17, was widely exported. This helicopter is in service with more than 60 countries. Variants of this prolific helicopter are still produced today. The most widely built version for military customers is the Mi-8T, the standard utility transport. It accommodates 24 troops. Alternatively, it can transport 4,000 kilograms of cargo internally or 3,000 kilograms externally. The Mi-8TB is an armed derivative that packs a heavy punch with a trainable machine gun, bombs, rockets and anti-tank guided missiles. This helicopter has given rise to a bewildering range of versions that fulfill a wide variety of specialized roles. Dedicated combat support variants include Airborne Reserve Command Post, electronic countermeasures, communications intelligence and command relay. Other versions carry out delivery of fuel to frontline units, photo reconnaissance, artillery fire correction, reconnaissance, VIP transport, mine-laying, and mine clearing. Number 10. NH-90. In 1985, 5 European nations signed a Memorandum of Understanding covering a NATO helicopter for the 90s, or NH-90. The UK dropped out of the program in 1987 in favor to the A101, leaving France, Germany, Italy and the Netherlands in the project by means of New Hampshire Industries. The two initial versions were the NH-90 NFH, NATO frigate helicopter, for the autonomous anti-submarine warfare and anti-ship roles, and the NH-90 TTH for assault transport, rescue, electronic warfare and VIP transport duties. These helicopters are in service with France, Germany, Italy and the Netherlands. It has been exported to Australia, Belgium, Greece, New Zealand, Norway, Oman and Sweden. The NH-90 TTH transport helicopter accommodates 20 troops. Alternatively, it can carry 2,000 to 5,000 kilograms of cargo internally or 4,200 kilograms externally.